Sure, you could say it's degeneracy.
Okay, what are you going to do about it? What has the secular mind gotten in order to take care of prostitution, bro?
If anything, I would just advocate for a form of harm reduction to where that people are able to participate in a way that allows them to do it in a way where they're not hurting themselves or others, or try to just reduce any kind of dangers from it. But
so
in the meantime,
the neighbor's 18-year-old daughter's fine for her to get fucked by 20 guys as long as they're wearing condoms.
I mean, if that's what she wants to do, the whole point of
sprinkle some degeneracy on it.
Andrew Wilson humiliates this beta, defending degenerate online 304s in this debate, as Andrew Wilson runs circles around this simp while proving exactly why America needs to bring back morality, because it's gotten so bad this fool is protecting women who wouldn't want him anyway. Let's get in.
So I would challenge you on the fact that the founding fathers, while they may have been religious, didn't have any specific religion in mind when they built this country. So
what does that have to do with the prompt? The prompt is that Christian nationalism is necessary to stop degeneracy. Do you have an argument against that?
Well, I would argue that what you want would foundationally change the essence of America and its principles that it was founded on, so much so that you would no longer recognize it as the America we see today.
Was porn ever illegal in America?
Maybe at certain points, but...
You mean throughout most of American history?
Possibly, but I feel like regardless of that...
I feel like regardless of that, you should answer to the prompt. And the prompt is whether or not Christian nationalism is an antidote to degeneracy, not the foundational claim of whether or not you think the foundations of America aren't supposed to allow the church and state to have a synergistic relationship.
Whether or not it was...
Could Christian nationalism stop degeneracy or not?
That's not theoretically, maybe, I don't know. But the point is America was founded. America was founded to allow degeneracy. The whole point was for people to come here and express freedom.
No, it wasn't founded to allow degeneracy. What did they used to do to homosexuals in the United States?
They did bad things to them,
I thought it was founded for the homosexual to be able to put the pee-pee in the poo-poo.
Well, the point is to establish an official Christian religion was against all of the founding fathers' intentions.
Nobody's asking you to establish an official Christian religion. That wasn't ever in anything I said, even in the opening, that there needed to be an official religion. First of all, we have the 10th Amendment. States themselves can establish religious orders if they want to. That was always designed to be that way, by the way. That aside, what the does that have to do with whether or not Christian nationalism is an antidote to degeneracy? If you want to argue about foundational principles, we can do that later in the debate. I have prompts for that too. But how about we start with this one? What are progressives going to do about degeneracy in the nation besides fucking nothing?
Well, first, we think we need to at least get a base understanding of degeneracy. Would you just say all homosexuals in general are degenerate?
Yes, they're all sexually immoral. That's correct.
Okay,
yes.
So if you're trying to get, are you just trying to get rid of gays? Are you trying to get rid of...
We would just start with gay marriage.
Okay, so you want to eliminate gay marriage entirely?
Yes, correct, yes.
Okay, so you're saying that because someone is gay, they can't have any kind of progress or any kind of use in society?
How's that progress?
Well, I mean, gay people, I mean, you had Alan Turing, he created the Turing machine, so, you know...
What does that have to do with him getting married?
Well, if he feels that he is not wanted in society, or people are, like, forced to basically... hide themselves or leave society because of how they
that machine
perceived.
When there was oppressive laws against homosexuals?
Yes, but
argument negated then.
Well, do you think he could have been, a more successful individual had he felt free and open to express his ideas? How would he have been more successful? Because he has the ability to just truly be himself and try to self-actualize.
And yet it didn't stop him from doing exactly the same thing that you say he couldn't do if he was oppressed. That's really strange, man.
But he could have done it better.
Oh, he could have. Prove it.
I can't prove it. Of course you can't. But the thing is,
the silliest thing ever.
The whole point, we want people to be able to actualize, what they want to do. We want people to be able to self-actualize for whatever they want to decide.
Should 18-year-olds do porn on OnlyFans? They're self-actualizing, bro.
If they want to, fine.
Yeah, of course. What's the antidote to degeneracy besides more degeneracy from your view? Give me one. Just give me one antidote for any degeneracy in society. One. Just one from your view.
I feel like I disagree with the idea that just those things are degenerate in the first place.
You have nothing. So prostitution, not degenerate, right?
I mean, it might be, but it doesn't matter.
Is it or isn't it?
Sure, you could say it's degeneracy.
Okay, what are you going to do about it? What has the secular mind gotten in order to take care of prostitution, bro?
If anything, I would just advocate for a form of harm reduction to where that people are able to participate in a way that allows them to do it in a way where they're not hurting themselves or others, or try to just reduce any kind of dangers from it. But
so
in the meantime,
the neighbor's 18-year-old daughter's fine for her to get fucked by 20 guys as long as they're wearing condoms.
I mean, if that's what she wants to do, the whole point of
Sprinkle
this.
some degeneracy on it.
Okay, so I just want to make it clear: you don't care about any foundational principles of this country, what it was founded on, Constitution, Declaration. You just want to change it.
Do you understand that the prompt here is asking a specific query about whether or not Christian nationalism is uniquely in a position to do something about degeneracy? The argument that you should have is, no, they're not, because A, B, C, or D, or no, actually secularists are uniquely positioned to do something about degeneracy that Christians are not. And instead you came up and wanted to argue about foundational principles. It has nothing to do with the prompt. So I'm asking you to focus instead on the prompt. Tell me how it is that Christian nationalists would not be in a position to do something about degeneracy, and tell me what secularists would do about it.
So in terms of degeneracy, would you prefer, do you believe that let's say someone has like a high reported social well-being, they feel like they're doing well in society, they feel like they're, included and happy and stuff like that. Could you say that they report that but still would be degenerate?
Yes, you can report high side, but here's the thing that's so interesting. All of these groups that you would point to that I would consider to be degenerate report the opposite of that. Okay, they report the opposite of that. These OnlyFans girls, they're not reporting that they have really good outcomes in life or that their mental health is really good. Neither do prostitutes, neither do homosexuals. Their HIV rates are through the roof. Do you think that makes them happy? No,
I mean,
it probably doesn't make them very happy.
Well, I would say...
Yeah, folks, let me know down below how much of an absolute clown you think this pathetic soy boy is. I mean, right out of the gate, this guy's, trying to justify degeneracy as one of the foundational principles of America. Really? Really? No. Morality and religion is the opposite of that. That's the whole point. And all the while, this guy is just trying to make excuses. This is one of these idiots who simply wants to have his way, and he doesn't want to have the consequences. They don't understand you only get to choose your actions, not the consequences that come with it. So if you want to, take part in degenerate behavior, if you want to get ran through by 100 guys, if you want to do this for 10 years of a life, then guess what? There is a consequence at the end of that. You are not the same person on the other side. It does leave a mark on you and your mentality. It can't not do that by definition. It's part of your memory. It's part of like what you've done, your identity. So no, you can't just pretend it's not there. I mean, this is a childlike mentality. Like this idiot is not an adult at all. But hit that like button and notification bell if you're enjoying the video. And if you want to help support the channel, please check out the link in the description, and let's get back in.
I'm trying to think. So if someone says, like, if we look at some of the happiest countries in the world, like say Denmark, Norway, things like that.
You mean the countries where they commit suicide at a higher rate than everybody else? Like in those Nordic nations that you're talking about? The happiest nation in the world, really high suicide rate. A lot of happy people killing themselves, bro.
Well, I'm not sure the specific suicide rate of like Norway, but I know Denmark is
finally starting to decrease. I guess all of the people there who were sad decided to off themselves.
Well, but the thing is, if you look at Denmark, they have, I'm not sure the specific numbers, but last time I checked, they had a relatively low suicide rate.
Yeah.
I could be double checked on that. But
maybe now. But the thing is, when you're talking about categorization too of happiness, right? These are arbitrary metrics. Do you agree or disagree? How do you come up with what makes a person happy other than they say it?
I mean, yeah, you would have to definitionally.
Yeah, so
agree.
it's not scientific to begin with. The metric for science in this is you self-report a thing, and then they can come up with data based on your self-report and measure that.
So
right?
how are you identifying degeneracy?
Metrics,
so how are you what is your metric for degeneracy and it's leading to
well, to start
negatives
with,
in society?
so we would start with sexual immorality. Right? Do you know that just a short 100 years ago, it was somewhere around 90 to 95% of women got married as virgins? What do you think the rate is now?
I'm not sure.
And what do you think the correlation is between a woman who gets married as a virgin and what she self-reports as happiness compared to women who don't? Do you think it's higher or lower?
It depends
Nope,
on...
it doesn't depend. It's higher. It's almost universally
Well, there
higher,
could be-
especially in religious organizations where they get married as virgins.
Well, I was about to say there's a lot of other correlative factors.
That's right, there
so
is.
if you're in a religious organization, generally religion correlates with social cohesion and things like that. But the problem
so
is,
what's the big secular plan here, bro?
but here's the thing: if you, I forgot the name of the study. It was done a little while back, but basically, they looked at individuals who had high reported subjective well-being, and they found that when you have enough like social support and safety nets, any kind of benefits from religion in terms of like subjective well-being are essentially fade away.
Let's put this in practice. Can you answer me a question?
Sure.
If it was the case that I could demonstrate for you that women who got married as virgins not only reported that their happiness levels were higher than women who didn't, but that their marriages almost always stayed together, right? Compared to almost every other demographic in society, they didn't really get divorced very often, right?
Well,
what would be your claim there? Why would you think that would be?
I'm not sure. I would imagine that it's other causative factors, tangential, maybe like some kind of social pressure to stay in a marriage. There's very...
so like they don't know what they're experiencing?
I didn't say that. Saying like,
what?
many religious organizations shun you if you get a divorce. It's a big problem.
So you're saying that Christian organizations can apply significant social pressure in order to keep marriages together while
I think that's wrong,
while the people report that they're happier than the people who don't have those social pressures. That's crazy.
Okay, well, I feel like you're conflating several different things together.
Really?
So when you look at like subjective well-being, religion, when you start to remove things like social like cohesion and things like that, like when you start to
you mean the things that are the pinnacles to the religion?
Well, that's part of it, but I would say that
it's not part of it.
Those things can be supplanted by just better society, more government support.
Those things can be supplanted by like a better society. What the hell does that mean?
When you have
what does
support,
that mean?
when you have a social network, when you have
where are the secularist social networks for virgin women who want to get married? Nowhere.
Well, it doesn't have to be. It's just for people in general. Obviously, we would still need to build it.
What are the secularists offering as far as community for people? Nothing.
They're trying to build something. Obviously, there's still lots of
what are they trying to build?
They're trying there's different secular groups you can join in terms of like this kind of debate. This is kind of like a secular thing. You could just join very social clubs and things like that.
Club?
I mean, I don't know, but the point
nothing.
is...
They're offering... Listen, they're offering fucking nothing. The reason that those social pressures work so well is because they're actually applying social pressure. And the people who are operating within those confines actually are happier. They're happier than any of you secularists with your stupid groups. All right.
Yeah, Andrew Wilson is 100% correct. There is so much mental illness, depression, so many problems going on with people on the left who have absolutely rejected any form of religion. But across the board, any poll, any stat you can find, people who are well within, marriages, within an actual religion, all are happier. All are happier across the board. It serves more of a purpose to live that way. And that's the thing that so many leftists and woke idiots don't want to understand, is that we live in a consequential universe. Everything you do has meaning. Everything you do has a consequence. You don't get to choose the outcome on the other side, regardless of what you do. So the fact that, yes, people who do go with a religion and are married longer, all that, they correlate to being happier and more, but those with higher purpose and have more fulfilling lives. Yes, that's the correlation, because it's part of it. So across the board, people get better results anyway, which pretty much just ends the debate altogether. But thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought about what Andrew Wilson had to say, completely destroying this idiot defending degeneracy in this debate. Thanks again, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.